Thank you for joining us this week. This is Michael Mars, and this week we've been putting some miles on the 2015 Nissan Altima 2.5 SL, one of the 7 trim levels that you can get the new Altima in. Now, we happen to have the blacked out grille that's surrounded by some nice chrome. We've got the fog lights and the headlights that are all swept back and built in nice and along the body lines. We've got a few touches of chrome along the body as well. Now, the factory wheels are 16-inch, but we happen to be running on the optional 17-inch aluminum wheels for our 2015 review vehicle. This is the Nissan Altima 2.5L SL. And under the engine, we're going to find that we've got the 2.5-liter engine. Now, this thing does produce 182 horsepower, and on top of that, it's backed by a CVT that works really well. Now, this is a continuously variable transmission, but if you really feel like you got to do some shifting, there is a manual sport mode that allows you to at least feel like you're shifting. Now, we're going around the interior of our 2015 Nissan Altima. We're going to find a lot of nice material here, such as the textured panels on the door panel, but we've also got some soft touch material here in these stitched panels. Easy to reach controls for the windows, the driver's door handle, and we've got a nice door pull that's really large and easy to grip that a lot of vehicles seem to be missing these days. Now, on the lower left side, we're going to find that we've got some controls for the driver, such as the heated steering wheel, traction control. Up here in the gauge package, we're going to see that we've got a nice large selection of gauges that are going to give the driver whatever they need. The large sweeping gauges for the speedometer and the tach, real easy to read. And right in the middle of it, we've got our digital support screen that's configurable for the driver. It's pretty much one touch. And once you get to the screen, then you can kind of delve deeper into it. Now, this is all done right here on the steering wheel, where we've got some easy to use buttons, easy to identify, easy to touch, and very responsive system for the audio as well as the driver configurable screens. Now, on the other side of our steering wheel is where we're going to find our cruise control, as well as our voice activated and our Bluetooth phone system. Now, this is the SL, so we don't have any paddle shifters or anything to go along with our 2.5-liter engine, but that's okay. This is more of a cruising vehicle, and it makes for a very nice ride. Now, over in the center console, we've got a nice large screen here that gives us a lot of options. Very easy to read, very intuitive as far as what do you want to do as far as the radio goes, CD players, back to the nav system. We've even got a few apps over here that we can access. So coming on down that center stack, we're going to see that we've got some more manual controls or touch buttons for our climate control, our dual zone climate control. Again, very easy to find, read, and understand, and the buttons are very responsive. Now, on top of this center console, we got some nice large deep storage up here that's going to give us access to power supplies and our media input. And the top of our console is actually covered in this graphite looking material. It's got a nice plastic layer over it, or of some sort, but it makes it very slick. It makes it very easy to clean whenever you spill something out of these cup holders, as we've already found out. Now, our CVT transmission obviously comes back into drive, but if you really need to do some shifting or feel like you need to make sure you're in a certain gear at a certain time, you do have the manual option of a sport mode. Now, coming on back, we're going to find this is where we're going to get our controls for our heated seats, and we're also going to see there's some additional storage here. Great place to drop some change. Now, beyond that, we've got this nice large padded armrest. Got some big stitching in it to go along with the stitching on the seats. Now, this is a 2-layer setup, and we're going to see that this is the deep storage where we've got our another 12-volt power supply. But if we got some things that we just want to lay in here real quick, such as the phone or pens, pencils, you know, just some small stuff that we just want to throw in that we don't want to get lost in the bottom of the deep storage, it's right there. Now, coming on around the dash, we're going to see that we've got some more of this graphite type material that blends in real well and provides a nice contrast to the material that's on the dash, as well as the brushed aluminum pieces. Glove box is real deep, nice, and plenty of storage. The door panel's got storage, including some more drink holders. And then our seats. These seats are paneled, they're perforated for the heating system to work, but these are also the seats that Nissan worked with NASA to develop to make them very, very comfortable. Got out of an airplane from Detroit one night late, Had to face a 2-hour drive home, and these seats were really nice. It was actually more comfortable after we got out of these seats than it was when we got out of the airplane. The rear passenger seating area of the 2015 Nissan Altima has some vents out of the back of the front console. We've also got storage here behind the seats for our soft storage, and we've got some nice drink holders over here in the door panels. Now we've got seats here. Our seats are actually paneled and perforated, much like the front seat are, except they're a 60-40 seat arrangement that actually will fold down. Now in the middle of this, we do have a console that folds down to serve as an armrest, as well as some additional drink holders. So the passengers actually have 4 drink holders, which is the same as the front driver's area, with the 2 in the door panel and 2 in the center console. Thank you again for joining us this week as we've been looking at the 2015 Nissan Altima SL 2.5. Rolling on some 17-inch aluminum wheels, this vehicle just may be the one you're looking for. If you get a chance to drive one of these nice vehicles, we highly recommend it. Thank you again, and this is Michael Mars.